Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the Megacorp series. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 10, it's the year 2365. We have stuff. we're here, this is Omnicorp. The name borrowed from RoboCop. And this is what our empire looks like currently, right now. And as far as our total empire sprawl, 406 with a 50% corporate modifier bonus. Not pleasant. Intended to originally play this small, but couldn't help myself. And what's been interesting is since then, since I started this game for YouTube, I have played another game where I intentionally played a very, very small faction. Really, my one guiding principle was to stay under total empire sprawl because I really wanted to get a better handle on what people call tall, which again I still feel is very incorrectly named, not correct at all. It's just small, and playing small for a whole game has really taught me quite a few things. Namely, that I really feel like it's the worst way to play Stellaris.
Upscaling complete.
That was. I had some fears about the math playing small, and there have been other fears that I didn't even think of that manifested. Seems to me the number one reason people like to play small is they don't like managing a lot of planets, and this isn't even a lot of planets. We're at 2365 and we're just here. You know, normally if I'm playing a big wide empire, I've probably got half the galaxy conquered by now. I'm really holding back from my normal style, so this is not significant at all. But part of that is because of this penalty up here. But people who play small don't want to manage a lot of planets. They're like, oh, I got 5 planets, I'm good. And then, you know, their selling point always is well, the research. So much research, and by the end of the game you can have a Corvette take out a whole entire enemy's fleet. Well, I still think that's BS.
Research actualized.
But the research thing, let's see, what do I want to do next? Commerce, Megaplague, habitability modification. Let me grab that. What's interesting is playing small without the penalty to empire sprawl, and you can see here technology cost is 151%. So basically, I'm paying quite a bit more in research to get something. If a tech costs 10,000, then I'm paying 15,000 for it, which isn't terrible, but okay, let's say over the course of a whole long game you don't have any penalty to deal with. Can you get ahead on research? Well, sure you can, but what you can't deal with is the fact that you can't trick the math. And the math is minerals, for instance, and alloys. A wide empire is always going to have gigantic numbers for these by the end game, and a tiny empire by the end game is not. and people may think, well, that's not a big deal. Well, it kind of really is a big deal, because if you get yourself in a bad position and you have to rebuild fleets or build new choke points really fast, having this number be gigantic, and not just total amount that you have stored. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about how quickly you can get it back. How fast you can build every month is based on this number being 1 or 2K or 10K or whatever. And when you're playing small, you can't get that. And here's the other thing about playing small that's kind of really cracked me up is
Upscaling complete.
I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here, but I think people would advocate for playing small. I think one of the chief things that they're advocating for is what their empire looks like by the end of the game. If they've ended up with a really ideal map and everything has gone according to plan. There is so much forgiveness in these numbers if you're playing a wide empire. And you can get yourself out of trouble so much better. But for instance, when I was playing small, again, this is not a video series I was YouTubing. It's not on YouTube yet, and it won't be. I may play a small one later. But the point is, I had determined exterminators right next to me. After a while, I was just like, you know what? I would just like to go destroy these guys. But you can't. And the only way to really destroy them is, I mean, you have to turn into a purging empire, basically. Or wait until the very end game to have a planet killer technology. Which is absurd. So, you go in there and you take all their stuff. Well, immediately you're no longer a small empire. My empire sprawl jumped from 150, which I was safely staying under my cap limit, to 319. Just trying to get rid of these determined exterminators. So there's part of the flaw of playing small, is you're really handicapping yourself and saying, I'm only going to play a certain way, and I'm not going to invade anybody, and I'm not going to take anybody out, and I'm going to play defensively the whole game. Well, okay, where's the fun in that? But it's also just, it's like cutting off both your arms and then saying, now I'm going to fight you. Why? Because this is hard? Oh my goodness. So I've just been having like the stupidest time playing. It's just frustrating. It's really frustrating to play small. It's like purposely handicapping yourself. And all because having, you know, maybe 30 or 40 planets is hard to manage? Get out. I gotta find something to spend this money on. All these alloys. Where are my sheeps? Well, there's a bastion over here that can be upgraded. So anyway, I mean, I may do it just as an experiment for YouTube. I may take this little faction I created that's kind of like peaceful, spiritual, stay by themselves, small, and play through a whole game. But what I'm finding playing small is that this is the other point I was going to make. I think people who play small kind of treat it like the way role-playing game people treat builds sometimes. Sometimes what happens when people are creating guides for certain kinds of builds in role-playing games, what they're really talking about is, like, if the game has level 1 through 20, they're talking about the character at level 20. Well, you know what? That character may not play anything like that at level 6 or 10 or 12 or 15. It may only actually flourish at like level 19 or 20. But the people who are advocates of whatever build that might be are like, it's so great. Yeah, but it doesn't play like that for 18 levels. You know, you sure may be playing a tiny empire. By the time you get to the end game, your research is 25% better than everybody else. And whatever tiny little fleets you have, because this number matters too, and this is a function of wider empires are always going to have way bigger numbers than this. That's the part that just kills me, is the math. The math kills me. You poke this number up here, and you'll have a whole bunch of tiny empire people saying, but you just build habitats. I've only got 5 planets in a tiny little area. Yeah, I know, because I'm doing it in my other game. I've got a little tiny area just like this. I've got like 5 planets colonized and a ton of habitats. Like, I'm building habitats left and right. And yeah, you can put fortresses and things on habitat. You can do all kinds of stuff with habitats. But if a wide empire is doing the same thing that you're doing here on this scale, it's math, people. The numbers are just going to be gigantic. And they are, by the end of the game, if you're playing wide, if you're doing everything a small empire is doing, and you're just doing it bigger, you have more. Because, why?
Upscaling complete.
Because more is more. So it's like playing small is just intentionally handicapping yourself because you don't like this. Because this is hard. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. Yeah, I know, in my small game I have one sector. One whole sector. Well, now I have 2 because I conquered an enemy, but before then I had 1. You know, it was like one sector. Life is really easy. You come in here, oh, a dude's unemployed. Okay. The other thing about playing small that's really annoying is you've got to be on top of this way more so than a wide player does. Like, every single one of these digits matters. And you think, you know what? on one of my previous videos, you saw me get in trouble and get out of trouble in like 2 episodes. You can get out of trouble playing wide if you screw something up here. If you screw something up when you're playing small, good lord, way longer to fix. Way longer to fix. Oh my goodness, it's just ridiculous. But the biggest thing is it just handicaps what you can do with other factions and enemies, you know? It's like, if you've got a determined exterminator next door to you, and you're playing wide, you don't care about the size of your empire. So you can just go, you know what, buddy? You're done. I'm going to come over here and squash. I'm going to take all your stuff. I don't need any influence to claim systems. I'm just going to come take everything from you. And it's easy peasy, and you go do it. If you're small, forget about it. If you're small, basically what you're doing is you're hiring marauders to go raid them. You're hoping somebody else picks on them. You're playing defensive at choke points because, oh lord, forget it if you go over here and grab all their stuff, especially if you get all their populace. Oh my goodness, when these numbers are so finely tuned up here, and then you end up with a whole planet full of their people. Yeah.
Upscaling complete.
Yeah, that's a good time. Alright, colony ship 4.
Research
The
actualized.
humans are 100%. What about, Jesus, a lot of humans. Half Omnicorp. Where's my Omnicorp? Omnicorp, right there. Omnicorp. Which one do we want? We want these guys. They got the most. So anyway, I'm ranting about this, but it's just really annoying because I've seen so much blabbering about playing quote-unquote tall, and the numbers don't add up. They just don't add up. And it really bothers me when people do that, when they spout stuff off without actually having numbers. You know, like this number up here is really important. Minerals are king. And if you're playing a small empire, you are really constrained by what you're bringing in. Like, you can't magically just go get... And if anybody says, oh yeah, you can mull whatever kind of mega structure you get at the end of the game. Yeah, again, end of the game. I don't care about playing the game. 5 minutes at the end of the game is not the most important part of the game to me. The whole game is important to me. So if you're going to tell me that the best part about your empire is the last 5 minutes of play, that's not a selling point. That's a negative. That's not a good thing. Don't tell me that your super awesome rogue build is great at level 20 when there's only 20 levels in the game, and for the whole entire rest of the game, I'm going to have to play it like a gimped priest. You know, and I made that a point, because I've written several guides for Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 because they're fantastic games. And in fact, in Divinity Original Sin 1, one of my favorite classes to play is a rogue. A dual-wielding rogue where you have custom daggers that you made, so your penetration and damage is amazing. But you don't get that until the end of the game. About level 18 is when that comes into play. And until that happens, you're some mix of ranged rogue and occasionally pokey, but mostly you're ranged. So I made sure in my guide to tell people that. I'm like, listen, this rogue is going to play completely different at level 6 and at level 12. And then by level 18, you will be a god. But you have to understand that for 17 levels, you're not going to be a god. Or, you know, for 12 levels, you're going to be like half a god. And that seems to be the selling point for people playing small empires. Oh, by the end of the game, when I'm building mega structures, okay, you know, but by the end of the game, I own the whole galaxy if I'm playing wide, and I've crushed all the really harmful people, and I don't have to worry about fine balancing my empire. It's like, oh my goodness. So anyway, yeah, you get all the ranting at the beginning of this episode. Not even paying attention to what I'm doing because I'm just so ticked off about this misinformation campaign about tall versus wide. No, it's small, and it's also handicapped. It's a handicap. That's what it is. Alright, let's see if we can fix some of these planets. These guys need jobs. Let's give them to them. I want alloys, even though we're already maxed out, because here's what's going to be important is... Let's take a look at everybody. The Bright Concordant. Omnicorp, we're over here by ourselves. The Nagyari, so there are these clowns up here. I'm still of the mind the best thing to probably do is go conquer them. Especially now that I don't feel the need to stay small anymore. I don't feel the need to handicap myself. I mean, you know, if you're Walmart, you want to take over the world, right? Amazon's already doing it, so that's what I should have called my empire. Amazon. So let's fix some of this and get these guys some jobs. We're getting low on food, so we need to fix the old food planets. And we're maxed out on consumer goods, which is great. So, you know, we can do things like come in here and sell these. Sell a bunch of those. We can buy a bunch of these to keep our dipping low there. But there we go. There's the food. I will say one of the things that playing small did is make me appreciate habitats more. Especially for refinery habitats. Those came in pretty handy. Because when you're playing small, you don't have 1,000 planets to work with, so you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to make this a refinery planet and start putting, or even putting like one of each kind of refinery on a planet. I'd prefer to do that, but that's because I have so many planets to work with. But when you're playing small, you're like, I want one whole planet dedicated to research, one whole planet dedicated to alloys. I don't feel like I have slots to waste on a refinery, so habitats come in very nice for that. Like that a lot. Xeno Outreach. Food from farmers. Let's grab that. Anyway, the short of it is I just don't feel like playing small nets you enough benefits to make up for the handicap of having to play timid and defensive the whole time. Do we have a better one than her? Yeah, we got a crime fighter. I want to keep the research on that sector, so. Alright. Let's look at these. We got all of these are +4 or better, which is not great. So, speaking of habitats, do I even have that technology yet here? Let's go find out. I don't think so. No, I don't. I don't have megastructure technology. Interdimensional
Research
trade.
actualized.
Okay. The Citadel, now we're gonna get it soon. Let's see. All this stuff. Let's spend my time on. Let's get things out of the way here. Anyway, I'm ranting, and if you don't enjoy a Stellaris player ranting about the small thing, this penalty up here, you know, hey man, I'm sure I know there are other people on YouTube who play small and love it, so you know, hey, go find their channel. Go dig them. That's cool. You know, that's the cool thing about the world is there's 1,000 different kinds of music, 1,000 different kinds of movies, 1,000 different kinds of books. Don't waste your time ranting at me. Go find something you like. I think what I want to do here. I want to use the last 2 generators. It seems like a waste not to. You can always put a couple luxury residences on there. They're going to be low on luxuries anyway.
Upscaling complete.
This planet. Speaking of food planets, where are my food planets? See, like that one, that's not a great one. We're going to colonize some planets here soon, so hopefully one of them, I wasn't even paying attention, but hopefully one of them has a ton of food. We haven't had a lot of food planets, have we? This guy's okay, but he didn't have a lot of total districts, so there wasn't much you could do about that. What are these? Oh, rival declarations. Yay. And someone broke our research agreement. That's fine. Oh, here's another. Here we can build a branch office here. I was like commercial for them, but they're fast food chain. Jobs-based production, 6 food. I haven't used any of those. Let's put one down. They probably deserve
Upscaling
some
complete.
Advent burgers, don't they?
Upscaling complete.
What do we have here? Now let's go check out some other stuff. You criminals are no concern. I used to spend all my time making sure that they had all the consumer goods they want, but it's kind of... I learned after a while it's not really necessary. What is this planet right here? This one is trade hubs, and then we're going to put anchorage on this. I have plenty of room to upgrade all these guys, so I might as well. Plenty of alloys for upgrading. So let's spend them, only because we don't have
Research actualized.
mega structures to build yet. When that really comes in handy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Habitat. There we go. That's what I want. Let's start building some habitats.
Upscaling complete.
And we'll really get some pops going. This is a research planet. Well, let's put some research on it. What am I doing with this planet? It must just be civilian industries. This one, same kind of thing. Let's see, what are we going to do with this? It's, all these guys need designators. Minerals. How many? What do we have mining? We have a bunch of miners, and there's still a bunch of people, so they need to keep making robots. Making miners, right? Yep, they're making miners.
Upscaling complete.
Let's look at our species here. We got the half djun. Can we make a template out of them? We can. We can get rid of that. We can say, what do you guys got? You already have traditional. Nice. Unity from jobs. Lifespan. Habitability.
Upscaling complete.
That's costs 2. Amenities from jobs. Let's do that. Create that template. We'll apply that one. That'll take a short amount of time. Gang clash with Cerebon. Okay, let's go.
Situation log revised.
4 minutes. Let's go find Cerebon. What is that? It's up there. Oh, it's this place. Okay. What's going on here, buddy? What's going on with you? Gang clash. I don't... Devastation, 13%. Oh, they're fixing all that stuff. Okay. Well, that's cool. You guys don't look like they're in that bad of a shape. What is this? Criminal underworld? Oh, we don't need to declare martial law. It'll be fine. They'll be fine. They've got 2 holo theaters already, and they're still... Oh, but we just provided those. Still struggling for a few things here.
Upscaling complete. Next generation species updates deployed.
Alright, perfect.
Upscaling complete.
Take a look at all of our species here. We have half Havolis. We got some of them, but we can't
Upscaling
change. Oh, we
complete.
can. We can change their thing. Great, let's do that. Half Havolis.
Research actualized.
Let's apply that template to them. I want everybody.
Situation log revised.
We're gonna have all the same stuff. Oh, let's see. We're spread out across here. Prosperity and domination. Enforcers reduce crime by an additional 20%.
Upscaling complete.
Let's do that. Exploit resource. Research speed. Let's see. Experimental subspace navigation. Let's just get it off as a choice. Get it off the board. The zoo. Jesus. The zoo. Let's see how we doing up here. We're getting short on rare crystals. Put those jobs. Upgrade those. Everybody's kung fu building. What do we have? We're selling some of these. Okay. Well, we probably don't need to sell any of them anymore because we're making more than enough money. What we might have to do
Next
pretty
generation
soon
species
is
updates
buy
deployed.
some. We have to buy some food. Let's just buy some food straight out to take care of that.
Research actualized.
Food from farmers. What else do we got here? Commerce mega plexus. What's cheap? Hot growth speed. Let's grab that. Where is that one? Yeah, it's up there kind of by itself, isn't it? Because the couldn't quite get to it. Because Omniro doesn't stretch all the way out there. To get it, we got all our colony ships are moving. No, that's good.
Upscaling complete.
What do we have on here for farmers? Let's see. Farmers, we got a bunch of people. We would be better off with some
complete.
robots. So let's do that. Let's replace this with robots.
Upscaling complete.
Need a stronghold on every planet, and we start building halves. Do that too. Take care of our rare resources there. Because now I'm just upgrading like a fool. Just upgrading. This is a good number though. Creeping up. This is a little low. So let's see, where are we at here? Since we've kind of given up on the idea of playing small, certainly that far over your cap is giving up on playing small. Then here we can exploit that resource. We can grab a bunch of this other stuff because there's some good minerals. Need more minerals. This is the thing. You can't magically make that appear. Well, not until you get the black hole megastructure tech. I think it's the black hole megastructure tech. One of those techs. Let you start getting 2,000 minerals a month, but that's so far into the end of the game. Goodness. Even if you are way ahead on research,
Upscaling complete.
it's just not something that happens, really. Thinking about, do we even have a black hole anywhere in our empire? That's going to be the trick. Not even sure we have one. Well, we do, right here. We got one right there. Brune's Singularity. Okay, so we got a black hole. Be able to build some stuff on that. We got these fools over here. Let's see what our military fleets are like. These guys are 11k. Kind of like to just go crush them at some point in time. But we're not there yet. What about these guys? Salvaged fleet. What do you have?
Upscaling complete.
Cruisers. I know we got bigger designs than this, don't we? Cruisers, defense platforms. No, we don't have that.
Colonial Enterprise upsizing.
Hey. There we go. Research. Let's see. Ooh, neutron launchers. Yummy.
Upscaling complete.
More research. Pop growth speed.
Ships upscaled.
The synergy form. Chemical bliss. That's always nice for conquering people. Manager
Colonial
jobs.
Enterprise upsizing.
Oh, what do I want?
Upscaling complete.
Well, I'm wasting my
Upscaling
time.
complete.
Well, I'm wasting my
Upscaling
time.
complete.
Time is rolling by.
Upscaling complete.
I should pause more than I do, but
Upscaling complete.
see, and then we just went kashlam. Because we upgraded a bunch of stuff there. So we're gonna need minerales.
Upscaling complete.
Yeah, so one of the things you can do in here is you can go in here and say, this is the job
Upscaling
priority.
complete.
Click on it, but we have 4 people unemployed because all these jobs are maxed, so it doesn't really matter. What is this spitting out? Robot miners, I hope. Yep. They just got some unemployed pops here. We'll be able to move a bunch of people to our new colonies once they get up, so. Oh, and then, let's see. Habitat is almost done. 8 months away. Okay. Where is
Colonial Enterprise
Nero?
upsizing.
Upgrade that and do, need a couple of those guys.
Upscaling complete. Upscaling complete.
A bunch of these planets are going to be really good for helping that out. Let's see, what do we have? That one right there will be a mining planet. That one will be a
Upscaling
mining planet.
complete.
That one will be a mining. That has a lot of districts on it. This is going to be like a research world. You got so many city districts, you can just come in there and flood it with upgradable research districts and just max them out.
Research actualized.
Meter pool cost. Let's see. What do we have? Naval capacity plus 30. Just looking for stuff that's kind of cheap. This place we can build another one. Let's do private research enterprises. I like the sounds of that. Our food is now back. That was one of the neat things is on the small play that I'm doing, that I'm spending so much time this episode grumbling about. Finally did get a hold. Well, one of the nice things about conquering my enemy next to me, the determined exterminators, is they had a ring world. So right away I was able to just start upgrading that.
Upscaling complete. Upscaling complete.
And being able to upgrade a ring world. And then when I had a food shortage of minus
Upscaling
400 because of taking over the determined exterminators worlds. So that was kind of a pain. I need somebody.
Upscaling complete.
Let's see. But the ring world helped that out quite a bit. Engineering research or clear blocker cost.
Research
Crime.
actualized.
Oh, let's go with the crime
Upscaling
person.
complete.
And then for our homeworld, because she is having an experience gain problem, let's get rid of her. Let's recruit this research person I saw. There you go. So the habitat is ready to go. Okay. Oh, Betharian power plant. I'm not sure I even have a planet to put that on though, but it's really cheap to research. So let's go in here and grab these guys and start doing like this. Build a habitat there, buddy. Right there. That's a valid
Upscaling
target.
complete.
Get some habitats going. Build megastructure. There we go. Costs you some influence, but I find that they're a really nice way to take care of this problem up here. The rare resources. I like that a lot. They refine it because they're so small anyways, you can't completely really load them out. It's a nice way to take care of refineries that often just offer one job. So this planet is done until I can get the upgrades for these. These offer 5 jobs apiece. They get one more upgrade to 8, but until they do, there's not much you can do. So we'll let them make people because we'll resettle them, but put them on our refineries and on these new worlds. What is going on with this planet? What is this? Non-aggression. They broke off their non-aggression. All that. Too bad for them. We're at 0, so nothing really can be upgraded anymore. We just have to build. So let's build. Gonna be running short of minerals here in a second. This is another planet where we can actually take advantage of that, though. This has so many districts already. What you can do is come in here and go like this, and then that city district can actually split. I don't like to often split, but usually I don't have a place that has few job districts.
Is where you find it.
Okay, let's do this one. Mining world. And we'll provide you with a couple of jobs and some housing. So this is going to be Meredith.
Research actualized.
And this other one is going to be the same thing, Mining World, and this is Meredith 4. And same thing, a couple of those, a city. What do we have up here? We lost a person. Let's do this. You're busy leading engineering research, but you are having a problem. So we're going to put this person in charge. And we're also going to go back to leaders and say, you can be gone. I don't like having leaders who have negatives. Don't like it. Go back to the science ship, put you on there. You can help out on Blizzard. Let's see, we got some blockers that can be done, thankfully. Research tile blockers, let's see. Food processing centers. War claim, that's cheap, that's the cheapest thing on there. Other than this, which is kind of almost done, so. Kind of almost. And then let's move some people around to Meredith.
Good business is where you find it.
Meredith 4 and Meredith 4. Let's go with Meredith 5 then. This one, same thing, mining. We know this is going to be a research one though, so we'll do this.
Research actualized.
And this is Aldura 3. Betharian power plant, that was quick. We expected it would be. There's the battleship. Alright, let's move a few people around. Not him. Yes, let's resettle that person too. Let's go, Meredith. Unemployed worker. Meredith 5. What else do we have here? We got some unemployed people. so you have in there, you have a bunch of unemployed people? Well, let's fix that. Meredith 5, go to Meredith 4, move you around. Aldura, 2 unemployed people here. And I saw that. Oh, those are the Merediths. We don't want to move those. We just want to move these Blizzard. Here. This place. What do they got? Specialist. Move it. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Alright. You guys will all take care of yourselves in a few minutes. In addition, let's just spend this stuff. There we go. It won't take them long to build that, and it won't take them long to get themselves out of crankiness. These guys are going to need more jobs, and what are we doing? We're taking a hit with moats. Okay. Oh, we're down on minerals, that's fine. Okay. Let's spend a little bit of money then so we can build things.
Colonial enterprise established.
Try that. What do we have? This is the other colony. This is going to be
Upscaling complete.
an energy world. Generator world. Can't build
Upscaling
anything
complete.
yet. Got this. We can just buy some of these outright. So we can sell some of these. So that gives us a little bit of currency to build things with. Let's just go chemical plant. What is this? This is a human specialist who doesn't have a job. Because the one job we have available is a clerk job. So
Upscaling
let's
complete.
raise that up. What's this going to cost us though? 2 gases, which you don't have, so let's not do that yet. We can move them if we need to. While we're here, let's take a look at our species. We want to get everybody on this. These guys are all ocean preferences. I want continental worlds. Let's make sure what our worlds are. There's continental. I want all my worlds to be continental, and I want all my people on them to be continental. So, continental world. I'm going to change that. Tundra world. I'm going to change everybody over to continental worlds, and this is going to make our whole entire empire function so much better. This is going to cost money to do, but in time, this is the nice thing about doing this, is then everything's uniform. Ocean world, we're going to terraform you to a continental world. We're going to change everybody. Frontier sector, continental world, because we terraformed all these before we landed on them. So that's great. So let's go to species, and let's say, who's got this ocean preference? You only have 3 people. The Dejunes, there are 11 of them. We're going to change this to continental preference. You have some points that we can pick up. 3 of them, in fact. So, communal house population.
Upscaling complete.
Consumer goods upgrade. Oh, because I don't have any more trait points left. Okay. We're going to do that. We're going to apply that template to every single one of you within our
Situation
empire.
log
It'll take
revised.
only 6 months, which will be fantastic. You guys here, I'm going to modify you. We'll apply that later. Always takes the research time to do, actually. Drone study 4 months. Let's just get that off the board. Oh, look at these guys putting people to work already. How nice. So what we'll do is Ding. Ding. And we'll move some more people to him. Nith, you need happiness. You have whole theaters. You don't have any commercial zones, do you? So we need like one more person on Nith. Oh, I got a plan. Nith. Let's move somebody. So now we have this. So what we can do is give you commercial zone. Titanic life, the native life of Meredith the Sixth, is built on an epic scale. Alright, so they want to study. Issue project, Titanic life study. Ensure that the research does no harm. Okay.
Situation log revised.
Alright. Species modification, Titanic.
Upscaling
How long is
complete.
this? This finishes in 7 months, so as soon as the June are done.
Genetic data upgraded.
Mining drone work ethic. Drones, yes, yes, yes. Mining station, yes. Do that. Okay. So you dudes, how many of you are there? Not that many.
Upscaling complete.
6 months. 6 months. Let's see. Because I'm buying 100 of those. So let's do that. Break that off. Generator worlds. Oh, I didn't put my designator on here, did I? Alrighty. Governing ethics shift. And these guys, let's go back to here and check this out. What is this? Non-aggression pact invitation. Alright. Where are you? Trade hub. Right there. How's all this working? What the heck is going on there? Oh, that's right. They're coming through there. Coming all the way down through there. This is our route.
Upscaling
Up to
complete.
here. Yep. So that works really well. These planets over here are going to have to start shooting theirs over in this direction, so we're going to need more of these starbase capacities.
Special project actualized.
Where is this one at? Bide. It's on a wormhole. Okay. In that case, defense grid supercomputer. This one is also on a wormhole, so they get a
Upscaling
defense
complete.
grid supercomputer. We'll start loading them up with even more stuff, even more defense platforms. This is a trade route to protection thing, and it's got 3 hangar bays on it, so just put anchorage on the rest of it. This one, same kind of deal, because where is it going? This one? This is it. That's already done.
Upscaling complete.
Source silos. What's this? That one. What is this doing? It's anchorage. 3 hangar bays. Because where? Where does it think its stuff is coming from? So how much trade is it grabbing? Grabbing from there. It's just got hangar bays though. Nothing's coming through here. Unless this guy's going that way. Because it's straight across. Straight down. So this doesn't need to be here. That doesn't need to be there at all. There's no reason for it to be there. no reason for it to be there at all, and that means
Genetic data upgraded.
we'll be able to use at least 2. We're going to need probably 3. Get all the trade from over here to here and moved across. Closed borders from the Dejun. They're like, you modified our people. You suck. Well, alright, let's create a template for these guys. Modify them. Unity. What else? Amenities from jobs. What else? We got nothing else so we can do. Apply that template to all 3 of you in my empire.
Situation log revised.
4 months to gene modify you.
Upscaling complete.
A bunch of these guys. Ikazuri. Well, their planet, when their planet gets changed. You guys are having a little bit of
Upscaling
a
complete.
problem, aren't you? A criminal underworld problem. Let's give you a couple more of those jobs. See if that'll help remedy the situation. What is this? Non-aggression pact broken between 2 people. Don't care about that. And you guys just don't have enough amenities, do you? Interesting.
Upscaling complete.
Works. Here, let's do
Next
this.
generation species updates deployed.
Great.
Upscaling complete.
Look at this. Who do we have here? The Usuants. Okay, you guys modify your template to be continental preference. Give you something else that's beneficial. Top consumer goods upkeep. That's a -1.
Upscaling complete.
Amenities from jobs is 2. Let's update template. Let's apply it to everybody in our
Situation
empire.
log revised.
10 months for them.
Upscaling complete.
Alright. To the planets that need jobs, the Merediths. Alright, we gotta pause because it's the only way to get these guys off of here. Alright. Some of you ones that have extra open jobs here. This is why I like having all my worlds uniform. All my people genetically modified, because then you can just sit in here and move them around, and you don't have to worry about who's going to what planet. Like, don't have to worry, am I sending somebody who likes a cold climate to a cold climate? Nope, you just move you around. Just move you around and get you working jobs. That's all I care about. And get you working the jobs you need to work. Alright, we can come back over here and we can say, hey, jobs. Let's do a corporate culture set. That's nice. They're all kind of saying, oh, they have Betharian power plant on theirs. Ooh, how nice is that? Oh, let's do the same with all these guys. Give them their capital building. And then this one, let's start with the energy grid. Research planet. Research planet gets research. Oh, and they have an institute already. I can take that one. Let's put that down. Where are my habs? How close are my habs to being built here? What are you guys doing with them? You getting them built? Sounds like it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, boss. Look, oh goodness, look at those little guys rolling around there trying to get it done. Well, hot dog. They're actually working. That's cool. Like that. This shipyard, what do we got here? Deep Space Black Site. Brand loyalty plus 15%. Brand loyalty and it creates influence. Let's put that down there. This shipyard can be upgraded. We can give it one of those too. This. Hey, there's a habitat that's complete. Sweet. 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 Okay, I need humans. Humans. Not the Usuans. Yes, where are my people at? Why are they not at just... Here's something that they paradoxically needs to fix. Your own base group of people should just automatically be at the top. No matter what. And let's call this Refinery A.
Upscaling complete. Genetic data upgraded.
Omnio Prime, this habitat. Leisure District. Ooh. So let's call this oh gosh, I gotta find my people again. That's too many. Too many. I wish I could make some of these obsolete. Make them not show up. Then it already has planned colony. Okay, so that habitat does. Here's the door on one. Colonize this one with my people from way down here.
Research actualized.
Right there, those guys, and we're gonna call this Refinery. No. Okay. Research actualized. Well, great. Amoeba flagella. Let's see. Crime and amenities. Yes, I would like to fix that. Please, thank you. Get our refineries going. Alright, so in that case, can we make some more habitats? We can. Let's get you guys in different systems here, first of all. Are there any planets here eligible for it? Yes, there are. Building megastructures. Oh, the food situation is just...
complete. Research actualized.
In that case, this might be one of those planets where I put down generators and food and then just use a bunch of luxury housing on it. That might be the thing to do here. The Spyan Raiders? Where are they from? Minerals? No, I'm not giving you minerals. Energy? How much? Okay, I'll give you tribute. I don't know where you're from. Let's see. So this, let's change this. EF. Alright. Tachyon sensors gamma laser. Let's unlock the next thing there. Let's resettle you somewhere.
Upscaling complete.
Resettlement. Oh, here's something else I was going to check out. Let's look at our species. Set default rights, living standard, decent condition. Oh, yeah. This is something else that I haven't paid attention to a lot. And then I started paying attention to it. Let's look at this first. Resource from workers. So this, changing the default rights from living standards, this is really nice because unemployed, if you change it to academic privilege, unemployed pops. Specialist political power, ruler political power, don't care about that. But
Upscaling complete.
utopian abundance, not possible due to our empire does not embrace the necessary egalitarian ideals. All must be fought. Affected pops are slaves.
Colonial enterprise upsizing.
Affected pops are suffering extermination, forced labor displacement, and processing.
Upscaling complete.
What?
Upscaling complete.
Can I do this? I gotta figure this out. I might have to figure it out between episodes because this has been an hour, so that's what we're gonna do. Folks, as always, thanks for watching. Dig it. We'll deal with this on the next episode. If you guys have a question or a comment, drop it down below. I'm sure I'm gonna get some comments on this one because of the rant. And if you like the channel, give it a thumbs up. If you dig the episode, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, all that jazz. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.